Welcome, Universirian, to another episode of the Universim with Zombies. I'm John Foster with Strategies Universe, and today we're talking about a heat wave. Okay, so I have a heat storm headed my way in about 22 seconds. I usually like to prepare a little more time than this, but it got away from me. So I just want to give you an example of what I do when I'm playing the Coffin Dodger zombie game with a heat storm. And what I like to do is, you see I have very few points because I'm constantly mating my nuggets and using the Lycopodon. I'm constantly doing that, trying to get the good genes together, trying to get the believers together and such. So because of that, I have very little, but what I do is I'll build up. So I'm going to be building up part of this during the heat storm. We'll just see how this goes. So the first thing I do is I go in and I will pause time and I will just see, do I have any zombies out there? And you know what? I'm pretty sure this isn't a zombie, but let's just check. I checked before. No, not a zombie. So then what I do is I'll sort by health. So you can see that these guys are going to stay 15 or they're going to go away. Now I think this is a bug, so we can just ignore this one. If we go here, he's at 55. Yeah, so that's the bug I found. So basically, they're both at 55. They're just going to stay that way. So that's a good bug. I don't want that one fixed because they'll just stay in the hospital for a long time and not worry about getting sick. Then I got this 35 over here, and that one is 35, I believe. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my telekinesis power, and I'm going to pull up my temple using the building planet. I go in here, and I pull up the temple. So I clear everything out with the X, then I click on the temple. Then I'll close the building log, and I'm going to get ready to pick him up, okay? So now, I just quickly, I only have 22 seconds. So I click unpause, telekinesis pick up, go over to the building log, click the temple, and throw in the temple, and then pause again. Okay, generally you don't have to pause again if you have more than 22 seconds before the heat storm gets here. But guess what? I don't. So the next thing I need to do is find the next one, which would be this other 35. So I'll come over here, and I'll check to see if it is 35. It's 55, so I may have the wrong one. Not sure. This one probably. Yeah, 35. So then what I'll do is I will telekinesis that one out. So we'll just grab. Then I'll go over here, my temple, same thing, hit the temple, drop in the temple, and then pause. You got 3 seconds left, very little time. Now what I want to do here, quickly, since I've sacrificed 2, they could come back as zombies. So what I want to do is I want to do my age thing and check to see if I have any zombies created. Okay, no zombie there. No Coffin Dodger gene. This one looks new, so I'm going to look at it. Okay, nothing there. And that one's the last one we just started on. Okay, so we're still good. So I'm going to go back to my health sorting. I've already done the 235s, but actually they're gone. So I got this 25 now, so that must have been one of the ones I sacrificed. So I'm going to click on the 25 one. And it may be too low where it actually is the bug again, the bug that I like. Yeah, that's the bug that I like. Oh, no, there's another one. 65. Okay, that's the good bug. Once it gets below, I guess 35, it does that. I like that. So I need to go to a 35 one again. And that one generally works. So if I go here, that's a 40. Not quite 35. 65. I think 40 is good enough. So I'm going to grab the 40. Make sure it's zombie, okay? I'm going to grab the 40. So I'm going to unpause. The heat storm's coming real quick. And I'm going to go to tilting, go to temple, and drop it in, and pause. And the heat storm's here now. So let's see if we created any zombies real quick. Looks like we may have. Nope. Okay, so I can probably grab this one again. Nope, she's at 90. Wow, okay. So she's at 90. So I'm going to go in here and do my health again. And I'm going to grab... I'm going to grab this 35 again that's not looking well. So this is the 35 that's not looking well. And I'm going to grab And I'm going to go to the temple. And as you see here, the good thing is the more I add, the more points. I started at 25. I'm already up to 50. I've discussed this in another video, but you can see that as you do more sacrifices, you get more creator points for each sacrifice. So I'm going to grab another 35. That's not looking well. Is that one? No, that one maybe? Oh, maybe this one? I don't know where the 35 that's not looking well is. I think, there it is. Okay, that is her. Okay, so I'm gonna grab, I must have missed that. So I'm gonna stop time, start time, grab her, go to the temple, drop in the temple. Right now things are burning up like crazy. Okay, see? That generated a zombie. See that when I dropped her in there? That generated a zombie right there. So you can see Coffin Dodger team generated a zombie. When I dropped her in, she turned into a zombie, which is what I expected one of these to do. So what I do then generally is, since I pause time right after I do that, you see she could go and attack this. Generally, I've found that zombies do not attack right away. I don't know if that's always the case, so I should have time to grab her if I plan this right. So all I need to do is stop time, grab her, and put her in the temple. Nope, see, there's something. She did it anyway. So now I've got to heal that nugget before that nugget goes out and affects everyone. See, she's going to go through shock and awe and eventually start affecting nuggets. Right now she's in shock and awe. She's just been bit. She hasn't been infected fully yet. So I can heal her before she bites anybody. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to change to heal. And I'm going to unpause and make sure she's the one. Shock and awe, see? In shock and awe. And I'm going to quickly unpause and heal her. Okay, so now she's not going to hurt anyone else. She's just going to run around scared because she was hurt. But if you look, she's better now. I don't want to go too far because I'm going to fire. So let's see. If I go back to my here, let's see. Make sure we didn't create another zombie. No, we are good. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to go back to my health screener and I want to pick another 35. This one looking pretty sick. Right there. And I'm going to dump. I should get 100 out of this one. So let me grab this one. Oh, I got the wrong thing on. Shoot. Sorry about that. So I go to telekinesis. I grab. Oh, there's a fire already. Shoot. I knew they were happening. Okay. They're happening all over, so it's okay. We're going to drop in here. We're going to get 100. See, as soon as we start healing these fires, then we're going to have happy nuggets, and our nugget, the creator points we get per nugget is going to actually go down. So I wanted to wait a little bit. I got 400. That should give me about 10 water healings. I usually get more than that in a heat storm, but I think I'm going to go with that for now. I can always dump more zombies. So then what I generally do is I'll zoom out so that I can see the fire, and then I will unpause, make sure I got the trickle effect on. I will unpause. I will look at the shadow that I'll push the control key, look at the shadow it causes, and then I'll shoot the trickle right on the fire. So it goes out. Then I'll pause, and I'll look at my other fires. I'll look at what's around it, make sure it's mine. That's mine. I'm going to lose the cemetery. I'm going to lose some stuff. Engineers, lose engineers. So I want to put that fire out. So now I unpause time, get the shadow perfectly around the fire, and set it off. Then I look for another fire. Let's see where it... Actually, it looks like it's coming down. It looks like temperature 76, but there's another fire still, so I need to put that out just like before. And we're back to 99, so nope, not coming down. And not seeing any more fires, so we're going to let it go a little bit here. I got almost 300 points. Okay, that was not a bad heat storm at all, guys. That was unusual for a heat storm for me, to only have like 3 fires. So that, oh, there's another one. See, they just keep coming even though it's, oh, it went back up. See, the heat storm's not over yet. That's the problem. So let's stay in this heat storm a little more. I want to get that back down to 80 for my fires to stop, I believe. Although sometimes they shoot back up, like that one did. It was down to, I think, 77 or 76, and it shot back up. So that's the nice thing about the Coffin Dodger zombie game is that you can sacrifice your zombies and they still live unless they turn into a zombie, right? Your Coffin Dodger gene, sorry. You can sacrifice your Coffin Dodger's gene and they still live. right? They just come back to life. Sometimes they come back as a zombie, but when you sacrifice that zombie, you lose one person, right? But you gain that many creator points. So it's kind of a win-win. It's kind of good for these disasters. I kind of like the zombie version of the game better with the disasters. I don't feel as bad about throwing a zombie in the temple as I do one of my nice nuggets. So it's kind of a good feeling, you know. I could just sacrifice them. I know they're going to either come back or they were going to come back as a zombie anyway. They were low health and were going to die anyway, so I'm actually saving their life so they don't have to live it as a zombie. So it's actually a good thing. I really, like I said, when dealing with disasters, I really like having the Coffin Dodger gene. So I highly recommend it. Now you need to get good at the Coffin Dodger gene, and as I've stated before, the most important thing with the Coffin Dodger gene is mating non-coffin gene nuggets. So you want to mate the non-coffin gene nuggets. That's the most important thing. And then on a side note, I try and get believers together, and I try and get some good traits in. But generally, believers together, I like that. I think it creates believer nuggets, babies, but I haven't proven that yet. Oh, so then after the fire, what I like to do is I like to go into my building log, and I like to go into the name and make sure all are selected by clicking the check mark, the green check mark. Then I go into my condition and see what was destroyed. And I can see it's not too bad this time. 53 on the water pump. I mean, really, this was not a bad heat wave at all. I'll try and put a more disastrous heat wave on here for you when one comes up. I'm doing pretty good with the zombie one. That may be it. It may be that with the non-zombie, the non-Coffin Dodger gene, I didn't have enough creator points to go in and fix these things. I wasn't able to generate. I didn't feel good about putting my good nuggets into the temple, so I didn't do it. And so now that I'm doing it, and I feel comfortable doing it, I don't think things are as bad on the disasters, which is really nice. So what I do is I go in here, and if there's anything like uncritical, I'll just go ahead and heal it. Anything above 50, I generally expect the engineers to fix it. When something drops below 50, I'll go and check and see if it's been burned, and that may be why the engineer is not able to get to it. If otherwise, I'll create another engineer. Like we can see here, this area has been burned. So, you know, it's lost a little bit of health because of that. It's not because the engineer was not getting to it. So one last thing to do after putting out all those fires when you're playing the Coffin Dodger gene zombie game is to make sure no zombies came, right? So we had this big fire, and now what I need to do, the last thing, is there could have been a zombie running around. So I go here and I look. No injured nuggets. So that's a good sign. At least the zombie hasn't infected anybody. Then what I do is I'll click on the people, and I'll go over to the age, right? I'll sort by age. And I see there's a zombie gene. So I'll click on that, and I'll jump over here. Oh, there's a zombie. See what happens? When you get busy dealing with things, they throw in a zombie sometimes. I don't know if it's luck or planned that way. But so all you got to do is do what we did before. And we go up here, and we set our building to temple. So we click the X to clear everything. Click temple to bring it up. We close that. We set our, I already set it to telekinesis. And then we stop playing and get ready to grab that zombie really quick before they infect anybody. So we click pause, and we grab zombie, and now we're good. I didn't see any other zombies, so we don't really need to race, but I'll just put this in the temple. And then we watch to see if a zombie gets created. It didn't. We go back into here, see where that zombie went, and no zombie. So we can see that's how you do it. Thank you again, Universim, for joining me on another Universim zombie game. Until next time, add to the comments any questions that you have or anything you'd like to see. And please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. This has been John Foster with Strategies Universe. Now go and create the universe that you want.